I believe in the old adage, unity is strength. This is truly, it is.
I believe that unity is strength. That was President Julius Nyerere of Tanzania speaking. And my question is, if President Nyerere believed that unity was strength or unity is strength, how come he never supported Kwame Nkrumah's vision of a united Africa?
Let no one who is negative want to spoil what we are doing for ourselves in order to unite Africa. We belong to this continent. We don't mind having and bearing sanctions banning us from Europe. We are not Europeans. We have not asked for any inch of Europe or any square inch of that territory.
How come he never? I want us to go and watch the full video, come back and talk about it. But before we do that, this is One Africa Mission. And One Africa Mission, our mission is all about the unity of our continent, just as President Nyerere is talking about here. Please take time out of your busy schedules, watch it, and let us have a conversation. Let us have a dialogue. Don't just watch. Please pass your comments. These are very important for us as we embark on this mission. We want to know, what can we do to learn from the mistakes of our forefathers? What can we do to learn from, because we seem not to be learning from those who came before us. Let us learn from them. And then we can only learn from their mistakes by opening up, having a conversation, a dialogue. Please do not just watch this. Pass your comments. Your comments are very important for this mission. And also, please, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, also try to do that. We are urging you, let us take our YouTube channel to 10K subscribers, and also our TikTok. Follow us. Let us bring our collective energies together to fight for a united Africa. I thank you very much. Let's listen to President Nyerere. Come back and talk about it.
I believe in the old adage, unity is strength. This is truly, it is strength. Once you have these lines on a map and you have created the thing you call the nation, it's a big problem. So Africa has, in a sense, missed the first opportunity, and this is the thing I said in East Africa, that in East Africa we should have become united before we became independent, before we became separate states. We should have done that. I did advocate that in 1960. I did even go as far as saying, realizing this, I went as far as saying Tanganyika must delay her independence, or ought to delay her independence, so that we all become united, and then we take our independence. Well, this did not happen. The reasons I understand, but I felt it was a great pity that we did not become united before we became independent. Hence now the difficulties. We now become separately independent, and as a result, since we are sovereign states, it's extremely difficult.
Yes, so that was President Nyerere of Tanzania speaking. And he's talking about the need for unity. And my question is, as I asked before, how come President Nyerere never supported Kwame Nkrumah's vision for a united Africa? Because President Nyerere was one of Kwame Nkrumah's closest allies. Kwame Nkrumah, one of Kwame Nkrumah's best friends at that time. And Nkrumah was counting on him because Nkrumah knew that this is a visionary leader. And how come he never supported Nkrumah's vision of a united Africa at that time? He was talking about uniting East Africa because he believed that unity is strength, just as we are talking about right now. He believed that unity is strength, but he never supported Nkrumah's vision for a united Africa. Was it because of his personal interest? Because what we are learning is that most of them at that particular point in time was thinking that Nkrumah, if they were to have a united Africa, Nkrumah would be the president of a united Africa. So they wouldn't support that, even though they know that unity is strength. Because if he was advocating for East Africa to be united, maybe he was thinking that a united East Africa, he would be the leader. But a united Africa, he wouldn't be able to beat Kwame Nkrumah into that. Even though Kwame Nkrumah openly said to them, colleagues, I am not doing this because of my own personal interest. I am doing this for the collective good of the continent of Africa and black people all over the world. So if any one of you could be the leader, the president of Africa, I am more than ready to support that person. But most of the people Nkrumah was counting on, like the likes of President Nyerere, let him down. Until today, we are still not able to learn from the mistakes of our forefathers, because at the end of the day, at some point of his life, President Nyerere came out to apologize and said that he got it wrong. The vision of Nkrumah was right.
That colonialism and imperialism may come to us yet in a different guise, not necessarily from Europe. We must alert ourselves to be able to recognize this when it rears its head and prepare ourselves to fight against it. This mid-20th century is Africa's. This decade is the decade of African independence. Forward then to independence. To independence now. Tomorrow, the United States of Africa.
He got it wrong. So must we always wait until when we are ready to go to our grave that will come out and say we got it wrong? What are we going to do with this generation of Africans to learn from the mistakes of our forefathers? Because till today, we haven't really learned. I got this video, let me first of all acknowledge, I got this video from my brother Wudimaya. I got it from his Facebook page. You can go and watch it there as well. But my question is, with this generation of Africans, are we able to learn? What are we going to do so that we can work together to bring our continent as a united front, as a united continent, so that we can be able to regain back our dignity, as I keep calling on, as I keep saying. That is our mission. But you can see that we are not learning from the mistakes of our forefathers because we have been on this mission for so long. We are not getting no support, nobody. Like, we are not getting the necessary support that we think we should get. Why? Because we are talking about the unification of the continent of Africa. What can we do so that future generation of Africans can wake up and be proud of the Africa that we will handle to them? Because we are not really proud of the Africa that we inherited from President Nyerere. Because if President Nyerere could have put aside his personal interests, and then what would Kwame Nkrumah, they could have achieved an independent, united Africa for the continent of Africa. And today we would have been enjoying from what they left for us. But they couldn't put aside their whatever personal interest. It was all about individual interest. Until today, our African leaders know that the only way they can stand toe-to-toe with the Western colonial criminals is by uniting the continent of Africa. But because of their individual interests, they are not ready to give out some of their powers so that the collective continent of Africa or the collective black race will enjoy from the resources of Africa. What can me and you do? I am asking you, please do not just watch this video. This is really deep. Pass your comments. Let me know. Let us have a conversation. What can we do so that we can learn from the mistakes of our forefathers, so that we will not grow old and then say, I am sorry, we should have known better, because that is what our leaders are always doing. When they are in office, they don't know better. When they are out of office, that is when they will start apologizing and saying we could have the vision of this person was good. Kwame Nkrumah was right. We were wrong. Malcolm X was right. We were wrong. If you listen to part of Dr. Martin Luther King, he started talking about what Malcolm X was preaching. The vision of Malcolm X was good for black people. So what can we do to learn from the mistakes of our forefathers? That is what I want to ask. Please pass your comments. Let us work to handle a better Africa. Do not let us regret at the end of the day and say we are sorry, we should have known better. Today we know better. So let us work to unite the continent of Africa so the children of Africa all over the world, whether they are in the Caribbean, in America, in Europe, in China, everywhere in Arabia, they will walk on this planet Earth with dignity. I thank you very much for coming around, please. And also do not just watch. Try to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've been calling on you. Let us take it to 10K subscribers. We can do it.
We must unite now. We must have one army. We must have one currency. We must have one foreign policy. We must be united.